All right, so today we're we're going deep on something pretty out there.
Out there is putting it mildly.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what we do here.
True enough.
The Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood.
Yep, that's our subject for this deep dive.
Atlantis, mystical sunken city, all that good stuff.
Right, and you think of all that, you
Mhm.
don't necessarily think deep philosophical insights.
Right. Like, what could they possibly have to say?
Well, that's the fun part,
Well,
right?
exactly.
So we've got this document we're working with.
Right.
It basically lays out their central philosophy, and
Okay.
one of the first things that jumps out at you is this idea that
Mm-hmm.
ignorance, not sin, is the root cause of all our problems.
Wait, so, like, not knowing the capital of Nebraska,
Well,
that's the big issue.
I mean, that's a funny way to put it.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this.
I know. I know.
I mean, I've probably committed some pretty serious sins
Yeah.
in my day, so.
I mean, we all have.
I'm not sure ignorance is at the top of the list.
But see, that's the thing. They're using ignorance in a very specific way.
Okay.
It's not just about lacking information.
Okay.
It's more like a state of being.
Okay.
Think of it as being asleep to the true nature of reality.
Okay, so not just not knowing stuff.
Right. It's about not seeing things as they truly are.
Interesting.
So the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood argues that we're all inherently good,
Mm-hmm.
but this ignorance, it's like a veil.
Okay.
It covers up that goodness, and that's what leads to all the messed up stuff in the world.
So it's like we're all stumbling around in the dark,
Yeah.
tripping over our own lack of awareness.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And that's what causes all the problems.
It prevents us from really connecting,
Okay.
from experiencing true connection with ourselves, with each other, with the universe as a whole.
Well, that's a pretty big claim.
It is a big claim.
So if ignorance is the problem, then what's the solution?
So they do offer a path to waking up. They call it redemption through knowledge.
Okay.
And it involves a pretty rigorous three-pronged approach.
Three-pronged.
Three prongs, yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
All right, so prong number one,
Okay.
self-discovery.
Okay.
But not just the kind of navel-gazing you might imagine.
Okay, so not just like, oh, I'm feeling this way today.
Right. It's
Got it.
deeper than that.
Okay.
It's about really digging deep, confronting your motivations,
Okay.
like really questioning why you think and act the way you do.
So like holding up a mirror to your soul and being brutally honest about what you see.
Yeah, exactly. No sugarcoating allowed.
Oh, sugarcoating. Okay.
They believe that, honestly, facing your own ignorance, your own blind spots,
Yeah.
that's the essential first step towards this redemption.
Makes sense. I mean, you can't fix something if you don't even know it's broken.
Right.
So, okay, what about the second prong of this approach?
So after that intense self-reflection
Right.
comes a broad education.
A broad education.
Yeah, now they're not talking about just cramming your head full of facts, although that's part of it.
Sure.
They advocate for studying diverse fields, everything from science and philosophy to art and history.
Whoa, that's pretty ambitious.
It is.
I guess they're not messing around when they say they want you to tackle ignorance.
Right, they see ignorance lurking everywhere.
Okay, so why the emphasis on breadth?
They believe that real understanding comes from seeing the interconnectedness of everything.
Okay.
They see connections between seemingly totally different fields, and they argue that a narrow focus can actually reinforce ignorance.
So by studying, say, both quantum physics and ancient philosophy,
Right.
you might start to see patterns and connections that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise.
Exactly. And they argue that breaking down these artificial barriers between disciplines,
Right.
that's crucial for achieving a more complete and accurate picture of reality.
Interesting. So they're like the original Renaissance thinkers.
Kinda, yeah.
Making connections across fields that most people wouldn't even think to consider.
Exactly.
Fascinating. Okay, so we've got self-reflection.
Right?
We've got broad education. What about the third piece of this puzzle?
This is where it gets a little more, well,
Mystical.
yeah, you could say that.
Okay, hit me.
The third prong is spiritual practice.
Okay.
So things like meditation, contemplation, even prayer.
Okay.
All of that is emphasized as a way to access deeper levels of understanding.
So it's about quieting the mind,
Yeah.
cutting through all the noise of everyday life to tap into a deeper level of awareness,
That's a great way to put it.
like tuning into a different frequency.
I like that analogy. They believe that the constant chatter of our minds, the endless stream of thoughts and emotions,
Yeah.
that actually keeps us from experiencing reality as it truly is.
Okay.
So spiritual practice for them is about achieving a state of stillness and clarity
Okay.
that allows for true insight.
Now this is where it gets really interesting, right? They're not just talking about accumulating knowledge.
Right.
They're talking about cultivating a specific state of being that
Exactly.
allows you to actually process and integrate that knowledge.
It's not enough to just read books and memorize facts.
Right.
You have to cultivate the inner space necessary to truly comprehend and embody those insights.
That's powerful.
It is.
And I'm guessing it's not easy.
Not easy at all. I mean, how many of us can truly quiet our minds these days?
Right.
We're constantly bombarded with distractions.
It's true. It's true.
They acknowledge that it takes effort and discipline,
Okay.
but they argue that even small steps towards quieting the mind and cultivating inner awareness can have a profound impact on our ability to overcome ignorance.
So it's not about becoming some kind of Zen master overnight,
Right.
but it's about making a conscious effort to cultivate stillness and awareness in our daily lives.
Exactly. Even a few minutes of dedicated practice each day can make a significant difference over time.
I can see how these three elements, the self-reflection, the broad education, and the spiritual practice, all kind of weave together
Yeah.
to form a pretty comprehensive approach to tackling ignorance,
It's definitely a holistic system.
aimed at transforming not just our minds, but our entire way of being.
Exact.
So we've kind of unpacked their definition of ignorance,
We have.
their recipe for overcoming it. But how does this actually play out in the real world?
Well,
They must have some examples of folks who successfully walked this path, right?
they do. In their teachings, they highlight a few specific examples of people who embody this redemption through knowledge.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay.
Who are these enlightened individuals?
Okay.
And how do they manage to escape the clutches of ignorance?
Well, one example they focus on is the scientist.
The scientist.
Yeah. They see the pursuit of scientific knowledge
Okay.
as like this powerful way to chip away at ignorance,
Okay.
pushing back the boundaries of what we know about the universe
Mhm.
and our place in it. Yeah.
I mean, scientists are constantly testing hypotheses,
Right.
gathering data,
Right.
revising their understanding.
It's all about pushing past the limitations
Right.
of what we currently know.
Of what we think we know.
Exactly. And the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood sees a direct connection
Okay.
between this scientific process and their own philosophy.
Okay.
For them, each scientific discovery, each new insight
Okay.
into the workings of the universe is a step towards revealing the underlying unity of all existence.
So it's not just about collecting facts and figures.
No.
It's about seeing how it all fits together,
Exactly.
understanding the interconnectedness of everything,
Yeah.
from the smallest subatomic particle to the vast expanse of the cosmos.
Precisely, they argue that as we gain a deeper understanding of the natural world,
Okay.
we start to see through this illusion of separateness
Okay.
that ignorance creates.
Okay.
We begin to recognize that we are all part of a larger web of life,
Okay.
interconnected in ways that we may not even fully comprehend.
That's a pretty profound idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like those moments when you learn something new about science,
Right.
and suddenly the world seems to make a little more sense.
Exactly.
You have those aha moments
Right.
where you feel like you've glimpsed a deeper truth.
Those moments of insight, those breakthroughs in understanding,
Okay.
that's what they see as evidence
Okay.
of our inherent goodness shining through.
So science is not just a way to understand the world.
No,
It's a path to rediscovering our true nature.
that's right.
Okay. I can definitely see how science fits into their framework.
Yeah,
It's a constant process of questioning,
right.
exploring, refining our understanding of the universe.
Yeah,
But what about those folks who aren't necessarily drawn to the world of labs and experiments?
right.
Where do they fit in?
Well, the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood doesn't believe that redemption through knowledge is limited to any one field or profession.
Okay.
They believe that anyone, regardless of their background or
Mhm.
their interests, can embark on this journey.
So you don't have to have a PhD in astrophysics
No, you
or
don't.
break free from ignorance.
Not at all.
That's reassuring. But if it's not just about science,
Right.
what are some other ways people can cultivate knowledge
Okay.
and work towards this redemption?
Well, they actually point to a wide range of human endeavors
Okay.
as potential paths to enlightenment.
Okay.
For example, they see a deep connection between artistic expression and the pursuit of knowledge.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
How do they view art in the context of their philosophy?
So for the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood, art is more than just aesthetics.
Okay.
It's a way of exploring and expressing truths about the human experience
Okay.
that might be difficult to grasp or articulate through other means.
So it's like artists are tapping into a different kind of knowledge,
Yeah.
a deeper understanding of human emotions, motivations.
Right.
And the complexities of our inner world.
Exactly. They believe that art can reveal hidden truths,
Okay.
challenge our assumptions, and help us see the world in new and unexpected ways.
Okay.
And through this process of creative exploration and expression,
Oh.
artists contribute to the collective understanding of what it means to be human.
I can see how art could play a powerful role in breaking down ignorance
Yeah.
and fostering a sense of connection.
Right.
I mean, when you experience a work of art that truly resonates with you, it can feel like a window into someone else's soul,
Right.
helping you to understand and empathize with their perspective.
Precisely. And that's exactly the kind of connection
That-
that the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood is striving for.
Okay.
They believe that by sharing our unique perspectives and experiences, whether through science art or any other form of expression,
Okay.
we contribute to this collective project of overcoming ignorance.
So it's not just about individual enlightenment.
No.
It's about contributing to a collective awakening,
Right.
a shared journey towards a more enlightened world.
Exactly. They believe that each individual's pursuit of knowledge, each act of creation and expression,
Oh, cool.
ripples outward, influencing and inspiring others.
That's a beautiful thought. It's like we're all weaving together a tapestry of knowledge, each thread adding to the richness and complexity of the whole.
That's a great way to put it. And what's really fascinating
Okay.
is how they see this interconnectedness reflected in the very structure of the universe.
Okay. Now I'm really intrigued. How do they connect their philosophy to the actual workings of the cosmos?
Okay.
This is where the Atlantis part comes in, right?
You're catching on. They believe that the advanced civilization of Atlantis,
Okay.
which they view as a real historical society,
Right.
possessed a profound understanding of these universal principles.
So Atlantis isn't just a myth to them.
It's not.
They actually believe it was a real place with a highly developed culture.
That's right. They see Atlantis as a model for a society that had achieved a high level of knowledge and enlightenment,
Okay.
a society that understood the interconnectedness of all things. And they believe that the wisdom of Atlantis, though lost to the world for centuries, can still offer guidance and inspiration for us today.
Okay, I have to admit, this is all starting to sound a bit
A bit out there.
out there, yeah. But at the same time, it's incredibly compelling.
I know, it's fascinating.
We're weaving together science, art, ancient wisdom.
Yeah,
It's a pretty ambitious vision.
it is.
But how do they propose we access this lost knowledge of Atlantis?
Well,
Do they have some kind of secret decoder ring?
they don't believe that the knowledge of Atlantis is hidden away in some physical artifact.
Okay.
They believe that it's encoded within each of us, within our very DNA.
Wait, so we all have a little bit of Atlantis inside us?
In a way, yes.
That's wild, but how do we tap into that ancient wisdom?
Well, they believe that by following this path
Okay.
of redemption through knowledge,
Okay.
by pursuing self-discovery,
Love that.
embracing a broad education, and cultivating spiritual practice, we gradually awaken to this inherent knowledge, this
Yeah.
Atlantean legacy within us.
So it's not about finding a lost city
Right.
or deciphering ancient texts.
Yeah.
It's about unlocking something within ourselves,
Exactly.
a potential that's been lying dormant all along.
That's the idea.
That's a powerful idea. But I have to ask,
Yeah.
is there any actual evidence?
That's a great question, and one that often sparks a debate.
Yeah.
Even among those who are drawn to the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood's teachings,
Okay.
some members point to geological formations, ancient myths, even psychic readings as evidence of Atlantis' existence.
So there's no smoking gun,
Right.
no definitive proof,
No.
but enough tantalizing clues to keep the mystery alive.
Exactly. And while the debate over Atlantis' historicity continues,
Okay.
what's most intriguing for our purposes is how they use this idea as a framework for their philosophy.
Right.
Whether Atlantis existed or not, the principles that they associate with it.
Okay.
Unity, harmony, enlightenment, these are what drive their teachings.
So the idea of Atlantis acts as a sort of guiding star, a symbol of the potential they believe humanity is capable of achieving.
Precisely. And they argue that by following their path,
Okay.
we can not only reclaim that lost potential, but perhaps even surpass it,
Okay.
creating a future that eclipses even the legendary glories of Atlantis.
Okay. I can definitely see how that would be an inspiring message
Yeah.
for people seeking meaning and purpose in their life.
Right.
It's like they're saying we're not just individuals striving for personal enlightenment.
You're right.
We're heirs to an ancient legacy of wisdom
Yeah.
with a responsibility to carry that torch forward.
That's a great way to summarize their perspective.
Okay.
They see us as inheritors of a profound legacy,
Okay.
tasked with the responsibility of not only preserving that knowledge, but also expanding upon it.
It's a pretty tall order.
It is.
But even if we set aside the Atlantis aspect for a moment,
Yeah.
their core message of overcoming ignorance
Right.
and pursuing knowledge resonates pretty deeply.
It does.
I mean, who doesn't want to be more knowledgeable, more aware, more connected to the world around them?
It's a universal aspiration, isn't it?
I think so.
And that's what makes the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood's philosophy so compelling.
Okay.
They offer a path, a framework for achieving that goal.
All right, so we've explored their definition of ignorance,
We have.
their three-pronged path to redemption,
Right.
their examples of the scientist and the artist,
Yeah.
and even their intriguing beliefs about Atlantis.
Right.
But where do we go from here?
Well,
What's the takeaway for the listener?
okay.
What does the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood want us to do with all this information?
So, well, it's not like they're handing out membership cards or anything,
Right.
but it seems like their main message is a call to action.
Okay.
They want us to actively engage in this process
Okay.
of shedding ignorance and embracing knowledge.
Okay, all forms of knowledge.
Yeah, all forms.
Okay.
They believe that simply becoming aware of our own ignorance,
Right.
that's the crucial first step.
Self-awareness.
Yeah, once we recognize the limitations. Okay.
Of our current understanding, we open ourselves up to the possibility of learning and growth.
So it's like that famous quote, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing."
Exactly.
It's about acknowledging that we all have these blind spots.
Right.
Areas where we're lacking knowledge and being willing to step outside our comfort zones to expand our understanding.
Precisely. And they argue that this willingness to confront our own ignorance
Okay.
is actually a sign of strength,
Okay.
not weakness.
Interesting.
It takes courage to admit that we don't have all the answers.
Okay.
The perspective might be limited.
It's like true humility lies in recognizing the vastness of what we don't know
Right.
and then having the audacity to try and learn as much as we can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're aware of our ignorance now. What?
Right. Where do we even begin?
Well, they emphasize that this path to overcoming ignorance,
Okay.
it's a lifelong journey.
Okay.
It's not a destination.
Okay.
It's not about reaching some ultimate state of perfect knowledge. Okay, so it's more about the process than the outcome.
Exactly. It's about cultivating this mindset
Okay.
of curiosity and openness,
Okay.
a willingness to learn and grow throughout our lives.
Okay.
They believe that every step we take along this path,
Okay.
no matter how small, contributes to this collective project
Okay.
of pushing back against ignorance.
So it's all of us together.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Every new insight we gain, every connection we make, every act of creation and expression,
Okay.
it helps to illuminate the world a little bit brighter.
That's a beautiful image.
Yeah.
It's like we're all these little lights.
Yeah.
And as we learn and grow, our individual lights become stronger,
Right.
casting out the darkness of ignorance and illuminating the path for others to follow.
I love that analogy. And what's even more inspiring is that they believe this process has a ripple effect.
Okay.
As more individuals embrace this journey of knowledge,
Okay.
the consciousness begins to shift.
Okay, so it's not just about personal growth.
It's about contributing to a larger transformation of society,
Okay.
a move towards a world where ignorance no longer holds sway.
That's a pretty bold vision.
It is. And while it might seem idealistic,
Okay.
they argue that even small acts of knowledge seeking and knowledge sharing can
Yeah.
have a profound impact.
So every conversation we have, every book we read, every piece of art we create
Yeah,
can contribute to this collective awakening.
that's the idea.
So there's a real sense of responsibility here,
There is.
a call to action for each of us to play our part
Yeah,
in pushing back against ignorance and fostering a more enlightened world.
absolutely. And it's not about becoming some kind of superhero of knowledge.
Right, not swooping in to save the world from ignorance.
No, it's about recognizing that each of us has a role to play.
Okay, so what can the average person do
Okay.
to contribute to this movement?
Well,
It all sounds a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
I understand.
Where do we even begin?
Well, they offer some very practical advice. They encourage us to start by simply paying attention.
Paying attention.
Yeah, becoming more aware of the ways in which ignorance manifests in our own lives
Okay.
and in the world around us.
So start by noticing those moments when we jump to conclusions,
Mm-hmm.
make assumptions,
Yeah,
fail to consider other perspectives.
right.
Those times when we let fear or prejudice or misinformation cloud our judgment.
Exactly. And once we start to see those patterns,
Okay.
we can begin to challenge them.
Okay, how do we do that?
We can ask ourselves some questions.
Okay, like
Like, where did this belief come from?
Okay.
What evidence do I have to support it?
Okay.
Is there another way of looking at this situation?
So it's about cultivating a healthy skepticism.
Yeah,
Not just accepting things at face value,
right.
but digging a little deeper.
Yeah.
Seeking out diverse perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
And being willing to question our own assumptions.
Precisely. And this process of questioning
Okay.
doesn't have to be confrontational or aggressive. It can be a gentle, open-minded exploration, a curiosity-driven search for greater understanding.
So it's about being more mindful,
Mm.
more intentional about the information we consume
Yeah,
and the way we interact with the world.
exactly. It's about cultivating a mindset of constant learning and growth.
And that can take many forms, right?
It can.
It could be as simple as reading a book
Yeah,
on a new topic,
it could be.
engaging in thoughtful conversations
Right.
with people who hold different viewpoints,
Exactly.
or even just taking the time to really listen to someone else's perspective without judgment.
Exactly. So it's not about becoming a walking encyclopedia,
Right.
but rather about cultivating this mindset of curiosity and openness.
A willingness to step outside our comfort zones and expand our horizons.
That's a great way to put it. And they emphasize
Okay.
that this journey of overcoming ignorance is not a solitary pursuit.
Okay.
It's a collective endeavor best undertaken in community with others.
So find your people, the ones who share your passion for knowledge and your commitment to pushing back against ignorance.
Exactly.
Learn from each other, challenge each other, support each other along the way.
Exactly. They believe that by working together, sharing our knowledge and insights,
Okay.
we can create a powerful force for positive change in the world.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired.
Me too.
It's a lot to take in,
It is.
but there's a real sense of hope and possibility
Yeah.
in their message.
Right.
It's like they're saying that we're not just passive recipients of knowledge,
Right.
we're active participants
Yeah.
in creating a more enlightened world.
It's definitely a call to action,
Yes.
an invitation to step into our full potential
Okay.
as knowledge seekers and knowledge sharers.
And while the path may be long and challenging,
It may.
they believe that the rewards are immeasurable.
They are.
So to all you listeners out there, what will your contribution be?
That's the question.
What steps will you take to overcome ignorance and embrace knowledge in your own life?
Yeah, think about that.
What ripples will you create in the world?
The Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood believes that even the smallest act of knowledge seeking,
Okay.
knowledge sharing, or simply choosing awareness over ignorance
Yeah.
can have a profound impact.
Wow.
It's up to each of us to decide what role we'll play in this grand adventure of enlightenment.
That's a beautiful note to end on.
It is.
We've certainly taken a deep dive today,
Yeah.
exploring the fascinating and sometimes challenging philosophy
It is,
of the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood.
It is.
And while we may not all agree with their every tenet,
Right.
their core message of embracing knowledge and overcoming ignorance is one that resonates deeply
It does.
in our current world.
It does.
It's a message that invites us to be more curious, more compassionate, more connected.
More conscious participants in shaping a brighter future.
Well said. And with that, we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning, and keep those ripples of knowledge flowing.
Absolutely.